Hi there. My name is Sherry Thacker, and I'm the creator of Your Health is Non-Negotiable, your 6-week guide to total transformation. And likely you're in here because either you know someone who went through my program or you've seen an ad on Facebook and now you're here to check it out. So listen, let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right on into this presentation to see if this is the right place for you. I can tell you one thing. We are changing lives in here. There is a total transformation of what is happening to the women who are going through this program. Because this is not a diet or nutrition plan that you're following for 42 days, where in 42 days you're going to have lost 20, 25 pounds. You will lose a good amount of weight as a side effect of what we're teaching in here. But we're using fitness and nutrition as a vehicle, along with functional medicine strategies such as fasting, reducing inflammation, gut health, understanding stress and sleep, to really optimize the full balance of your life. You and I both know that losing weight is not just about eat less, move more. It's not just about putting good vegetables in your body. There is finding that balance between managing stress, optimizing sleep, and really understanding how the body works. And that's what we're going to do for you today to figure out if this is the right place for you. And it's also what happens in our program. So let me dive on in here. I'd like to share my screen with you. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm going to share my screen with you. There we are. And here's our cover page. How to make your health non-negotiable in 42 days without following short-term diets or trendy nonsense that doesn't work, because it ends up in a drawer 6 months later, the minute that life gets in the way. So what's the kicker here? Well, I'm going to give you a $497 refund if, number one, you're not completely satisfied. Number two, you got everything that you needed from us and now you just want to go about it on your own. And it'll be my pleasure to do that. So let's find out what that's all about too at the same time. Okay. So do me a favor, okay? The idea here today is to figure out if you're ready to make your health non-negotiable. And after hearing what I have to share with you today, if you are, do me a favor and set an amazing example for the people in your life, your children, your husband, your direct family. Show them and tell them everything that you're learning here today. If you decide to jump in my program, even better, because you're going to find that your family is going to just naturally follow you when they start seeing the changes in your hair and your skin, in the way how you're looking and feeling, in your energy levels, and of course, again, that side effect of losing weight. Okay, so is that a good idea? Let's try and do that. Now, while you're investing all of this precious time with me, which I really appreciate, I know how busy you are. I know you've got so many things on the go, and it's hard to sit down and watch a fairly long presentation. So my goal is to keep it under an hour. We'll likely go to about an hour, 15 minutes or so. So I thank you for investing that time here. And as a thank you back, trust me, the time here is well invested to see if this is the right place for you, because we're transforming lives in here. And this hour or so invested in watching this presentation may just be the starting point of a whole life transformation. So let's find out if that's the case. Do me a favor, shut off all notifications on your phone or on your laptop, or try and watch this presentation when you can give it your full attention, because I'm sharing with you really important information, strategies, and tips to help you make your life, your health, non-negotiable. Okay, so when you get distracted, you're not going to get all that really amazing information. It will be hard for you to make the right decision. And that's what I want for you, to really decide, is this right for me? Yes or no? Okay. Now, are you going to be able to master how to make your health non-negotiable in 42 days? No. But once you understand how the body works, and you're going to get a true understanding of what are the little small changes that you need to do every single day, you're going to put an end to yo-yo dieting once and for all. You're going to stop guessing. You won't need to try this one or try this way or try that way. You're going to understand how the body works, and then it's going to be that process into making and reversing some of the routines and the habits that you've developed over the years and changing them into new ones that I guarantee you are going to make a very significant difference in your life. So let's move on. If just instinctively you knew what to do when it came to nourishing and feeding your body, managing stress and managing sleep, wouldn't that make your life a whole lot easier? What if you could just capture that motivation once and for all, so that because you had a new set of standards and a foundation of beliefs that you stood on, being motivated to take care of your body and your mind was effortless? Wouldn't that feel good? What also if you were finally super, super driven and you had all the energy in the world to be able to play with your kids, or be motivated to get up and be active, go and do things, to be motivated to change your career, to learn new things, to adapt a new hobby? Wouldn't you feel amazing if you could have that motivation once and for all? Because I know you want to feel strong and motivated and fit. So let's find out what Jen did for herself in our program.
It was the best thing that I've ever done in my life. So if you want to give yourself that gift, the gift of health, the gift of knowledge, the gift of support, the friendships that I've made with the other people in this class, the understanding, and all along just knowing that I have lost now 50 pounds and more than 30 inches. I feel better in my skin. I feel better as a person. I can offer more to others as well as offering for myself. I cannot praise the program and the people that help you run it and you yourself enough for giving me back my life. Oh.
Jen lost 60 pounds with us now since that video. This is a picture of her before and after. She is a nurse, and she just loved the program so much that she went into our training program to become one of our motivational accountability coaches. So if you decide to join our program, you may just get Jen as one of your coaches, and she uses her story as the catalyst to wanting to help other people. So she's an amazing woman, super nice gal. So let's find out if this program is right for you, because if it's not, well, you can shut your computer and go off and have a great day. But if it is for you, then you know that you've invested your time here wisely, okay? I have this list of things because it's normal. I've done over 500 consultations on my couch, and these are the normal, regular things that women who are struggling with, that's where they are when they come to me. Okay, so if you are suffering from low energy, if you're lacking motivation, if you're the slightest bit curious about how the body works, beyond just saying, tell me what to do, just tell me what to do and I'm going to do it, because that's always the short-term solution. A piece of paper is going to wind up in a drawer in 6 months because you haven't mastered how to look after your body when life gets in the way. And that's always when people fail. When life gets in the way and they abandon their health. So you need to be curious about the body to learn how it works so that you know how to take care of it under any circumstance, okay? You might be in a situation right now where you're just really looking to change. You need something to be different in your life. You're tired of the pain in your body. You're tired of dealing with depression and anxiety. You're tired of not sleeping and having insomnia or having trouble getting to bed or falling asleep or waking up. You want your life back. You know, these are all reasons why you might want to find out if this is the right place for you to be. If you want that support where someone's going to actually hold your hand the entire step of the way, and I mean every single day, someone is going to be there holding your hand. And if you want a solution that really, really works, and my statistics are such that 80% of the people who go through my program, they don't leave. They want to stay and continue their journey with us because they're starting to understand and get a true awareness of what's going on with our food supply and what's going on with their bodies, and they want that support for their entire journey. So we've had phenomenal success, and you're going to see some of that here today. Okay? If you have neglected your own body while you spend so much time caring for other people, if you spend so much time just pushing your health to the side to make sure that you take care of somebody else. And I don't know who put that guilty feeling in our bodies where all of a sudden, if we do anything for ourselves instead of looking after our children or our parents or whatever, that we're bad, evil people. But the problem is that you were given this asset in life. This was the only asset that you were ever given. And this is the residence where you live every single day. And as you neglect it day by day, month by month, and year by year, and you're starting to suffer from mental disorders, meaning brain fog, loss of memory, lack of motivation, anxiety, depression, as your body is changing and getting weaker and getting bigger, and all of a sudden you feel less confident and you have low energy and you're shrinking and you're feeling like, right? Like you don't deserve that. And you need to look after your body, because when you are 40 and 50 and 60 and 70 and 80 years old, you either want to still maintain a really strong, healthy body that's going to carry you through those years with minimal pain, minimal discomfort, and hopefully no disease, or you're going to go through those years in your life slowly, slowly deteriorating every step of the way. And that, in a sense, it's just ultimately going to be your choice. And I can't wait to share my story with you so you can understand my perspective on that. Okay, so perhaps you're looking to get that spark of motivation. And although I would love to just be able to give you this magic pill and then all of a sudden you're going to feel motivated again, I'm afraid it just doesn't happen. This is something that you just have to start doing. It's not an option whether or not you are physically fit with your body. It's not a choice. It only became a choice in the last 50 to 100 years. Prior to that, we spent our days being physical with our bodies while we tried to survive the earth in one form and another, depending on the time period that you lived in. But one way or another, we didn't have the cars, we didn't have the bicycles, we had to walk, we had to lift, we had to carry, we had to push, we had to pull, we had to hunt, we had to do all these things with our bodies, and there was no choice. So you need to understand that if you have a desk job, if you're spending most of the time being sedentary, there has to be some physical fitness time in your life. It's non-negotiable. Your bodies were not designed to just sit around and deteriorate. And as you're getting older, the symptoms that you're feeling with age is not age. It's neglect. It's just pure neglect. Your body has been neglected and you're starting to feel the symptoms from neglect, not age. When you age, things are just supposed to dim a little. Your taste buds are not as sharp. Your eyesight is not as sharp. Some of the mechanics are starting to go. But the aches, the pains, the disease, the brain dysfunction, all this big long list of things that people feel as they age is not a number. It's neglect, okay? The one thing I can offer you is that through this program, you're going to have total accountability. So if you need that person that you just say, I need someone to be accountable. I need someone who's watching me, because if I don't, I know myself. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to turn on the TV. I'm going to have every intention in the world to eat right and work out, and it's never going to happen because I'm just not strong enough in myself, or I just don't have that discipline. And here is where you're going to find that total accountability, and I can't wait to show you why and how we do that. Okay? Everybody needs guidance on how to get life balance. Everybody struggles with life balance, and understand, how do you do the kid thing, the life thing, the work thing, the running around from school and soccer thing, your life, your husband's life, your marriage, your external family, getting activities in. How do you balance all of that? How do you structure your life? And If you come into this program, you're going to see that we target every single one of these things so that you learn how to get that life balance. You know how to structure your food and your fitness around your very busy lifestyle. And then learning what are some of the priorities in your life that need a shuffle. What are the things and the ways that you're spending time that need a bit of a shuffle? That they just maybe not have to be there because you feeling fit and amazing at 65 years old is your priority over maybe this or that may not be so much the priority today because we're so always focused on today, what's happening right now. And the problem is what's happening right now won't mean anything in 6 months, except the pain that your body is feeling when you're 65 years old is going to feel like hell because you're going to live in that jail cell every single day of feeling that discomfort, that pain, those brain disorders or what have you. So let's move on and let's see if everything that we're offering here fits with what you're looking for. Okay? So if you're looking to come in here to get that quick fix, if you were just like, tell me what to do, I just want to know the fitness and nutrition plan that I want to do, you're in the wrong place. This is not a $27 a month place where you come and watch a few recorded videos and follow like someone else's meal plan that was like based on a 1,400 calorie diet, because that's not how your body works. It's very generic. It's not a one size fits all situation. So it's not the easy way out. Okay, we go pretty deep in here and we give you a really good solid education as to how your body works. And once you've figured it out as to how your body works, you're going to be able to master a lifestyle that is in sync with you and your genetics and your hormones and your stress levels and your lifestyle and your career and your family and your kids and all that. And a piece of paper that's like $27 is not going to get that done for you. Okay, so that's not what you're going to find in here. So let's be clear about that. And we need somebody who's going to be open-minded to receiving information that might counter the way they've always known things. And what we mean by that is since the time that we were born, we've always had some form of packaged food to open. Cereals and toast and alphagetti and Kraft Dinner and all these things. Since the time we were born and raised on packaged foods, and the labels on those foods have changed multiple times over the years, from low fat to high fat to low in sugar to no sugar to stevia to Zevia to da-da-da-da. And you need to understand these labels. You need to understand how to read them for sure, so that you understand what you're putting in your body, because you need to understand about the sugars and the vegetable oils and the chemicals that are going into your body and causing major hormone disruption. And when you have your hormones all over the place, the rest of your body is just not going to work very well. So you need to understand how those foods are impacting you, because you can try and be as healthy as you can. And you can say, well, I'm going to be as healthy as I can, and I'm not going to do this, and I am going to do that, and all the labels tell me this, and I want to make sure I get lots of protein. You can have all these great intentions. But until you really understand how the body works, you might find that you're going to be chasing your tail. Okay? And if you want to succeed in my program, then I highly recommend that you schedule a little bit of time for engagement, because statistically, the people who have gone through my program, the people who engage, take off. They get phenomenal results. They get phenomenal results because they thrive in the community, and they use that as their accountability. They use that as their support system, their inspiration. They love to share stories. They see a post of someone going for a run and it motivates them to go for a run. They're feeling like they've had a hard day, so they post about having a hard day, and then 15 other people jump in and try to make them feel better. So the people who engage get the best results, and that's just the stats. That's just the stats. So it doesn't work well for people who don't engage too much in a community atmosphere. You don't have to be all in on Facebook and living your life on Facebook and social media, and that's not really the point. But Facebook is the vehicle that we use in order to communicate with each other. And we use that as the platform. But whatever else you do on Facebook doesn't matter to me. But you need to be involved enough in Facebook where you're getting notifications so that you can engage in our community, because it is a very strong, thriving aspect of our people's success. Okay. We have 3 goals here today, okay? And that will ultimately help you make your decision as to whether or not you're in the right place. So first, we have to find out if you're ready to make your health non-negotiable. And what that means is that it doesn't mean to hell with everybody else. It just means that you have time in your schedule that you will apply towards looking after yourself properly. And you are not going to let other things get in the way and sacrificed for your health. And when I tell you my story, you'll find out how I ever came across this phrase in the beginning, okay? You then have to decide if I'm the right person to lead you down this path. Do you feel the right chemistry with me? Do you resonate with things that I'm saying to you? Do you feel a connection? And if you feel like I'm the right person to lead you down this path, we got 2 out of 3 going for us, okay? And then find out if the 6-week challenge, the 6-week total transformation challenge, is up your alley. If this type of structure is going to work for what you're looking to do in your life. Okay, that's all we got to find out. Once we understand those 3 things, we have your answer. Yes, I'm ready. I want in. Or you know what? Maybe it's not for me so much. And that's fine. I respect that 100%. Okay, it's great that we have all these different choices and options out there on the internet for everybody to find what is the best solution for them. All I know is that the people that come into my program get phenomenal results, and we have high statistics of 80%. And that means that 80% of the people who sign up with me sign up for a year. They're dedicated to making their health non-negotiable for the rest of their life. And they know that they need good quality time in here to really get some great lift off. Some people have come, they've gone through the 6 weeks, and they've got that kickstart and the motivation that they needed to get going, and they went off on their own, and that's great. That's great. So we'll find out which is the right way for you. Oh, super. Okay, let's talk to Sabrina here.
Even before the juicing, one of the most amazing things, now obviously I've lost weight and I see the transformation, but 2 of the transformations I saw that were amazing for me, or 3 I can say actually. My nails have grown, which my nails never grow. They get to a certain point and they crack, they break, that's it. I'm actually having nail polish crack off of them without the nail cracking, which has never in my life happened. My nails are just so weak that they never grow. So that was one of the first signs that I saw that things were changing. The second was my hair. I had like this really frizzy, crazy, dry hair. And then, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, I was actually able to walk out without drying my hair on fire, and I didn't look like Chewbacca. Yeah, it's my husband's loving me for my hair when I get out of it, when I don't dry it. You know, so those were major. But the third one, which is really big for me, as an adult, I'd say 20 on, I've always suffered with skin issues. I've had impetigo, I had shingles, I had all kinds of skin issues that I've had, a lot of acne, which I never had as a teenager. And since starting this program, my face is really clearing up. My skin is clearing up. I can see the difference. It's not as dry as it was before. I'm even seeing changes in like the lines that were on my face.
Wow. Awesome, Sabrina. Let's have a chat here also with Isabel. And just so you know, we do a cleanse detox at week 6 of our program. So that's she was talking about was finishing the juices. Completely optional, of course, but she chose to go ahead and do that juice cleanse at the end.
She's going to look at you and go like, what happened to you? What would you tell her in 30 seconds about the program?
Well, I discovered this amazing studio with Sherry Thacker. She has taught me how to hack my body, how to hack my diet, how to figure out and plan my schedule so that I can actually have and fit fitness into my regular, very, very busy schedule. But in addition to that, when we put it all together, it's a full community. It's not just a fitness program. It's not just a way to eat or a diet. It's not just a class. It is the entire program and the entire community together that has helped me to change the way I eat, the way I look at fitness and do my fitness, and how I schedule time for me to make sure that I'm healthier. And that's why I am. And what I look like today is because of all of that together.
Amazing. Oh, it's been, you know, you're always filled with smiles and dance and little butt shakes, and I'm always so happy, virtual or in the studio, when you're there. You add a very special flavor to our studio. So Isabel, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Thank you for sharing your story, because that really helps people to understand if this is the right place for them to be.
Yeah, well, it is the right place, Sherry. Damn it, if it's right for me, it's right for everybody. Absolutely.
High five, butt slap, man.
Oh, I love Isabel. She's so fun. So you can see some of her before and after pictures there, and I really cannot take credit for her before picture. She did a lot of great work on her own before finding us, but I will absolutely take credit for the sculpted muscles that she started to get, and her butt and everything was starting to look amazing. You can see that she got a lot of great results here. Nancy actually went ahead and lost 125 pounds with us. She's done amazing. She was able to accomplish that in 8 months, and definitely very proud of Nancy. Okay, so I promised you my story a little bit, and it all really boils down to this beautiful lady you see here. So what happened for me was, first of all, in my 20s, I spent a lot of time neglecting my body and treating it very poorly. I suffered from depression. I was 180 pounds. I did the whole drinking and smoking, no exercise, partying thing. I was in debt. I was suicidal. I had attempted suicide 3 different times. I was I was a mess. As they say today, I was a hot mess, right? So I did manage to kind of claw my way out of that space, because I do have a sink or swim mentality, which I really help to promote and teach to my students. But I probably lost about 30 pounds or so on my own before I had my true aha moment. And it was one particular day when I went to go and visit with my grandmother in the hospital, because she had had a heart attack and a stroke, and she was paralyzed from the left side down. And she spent the last 6 years in what I now refer to as her jail cell, because she was paralyzed. She couldn't move. She couldn't grab anything outside of her reach, of her right arm. She couldn't move to reach to get anything. If she couldn't get it here, she couldn't get it. And for sure it was heartbreaking, but this one particular day was just the impact I needed for me. So when I walked into this day and to visit her, she had to share the room with 3 other people. There was 4 people in a room, and the guy next to her, who would, people came and gone, right? They all had different issues, so the people rotated through a room. But this particular time, she had this guy that was like this. So I looked over at my grandmother and I said, "Nan," I'm like, "what's the matter with him?" So it wasn't what she said. It was the way that she said it. And you could see the tears swell up in her eyes. You could see the panic in her pupils and the frustration. And she just looked and stared at me and she said, "Sherry, he never stops. He never stops. He's like that all day long." And the frustration and the pain and the fact that she was stuck there and she couldn't get out of that. And I looked around her room at the gray walls and the dirty windows and the flickering, lights and the hospital was nice enough, but it was like it needed an update, right? So it was like, felt dingy, And you could smell the hospital. You could smell and hear. This is a geriatric ward, right? So there's burps and farts and there's things going on in there, and you felt like, oh my God. And I remember barely being able to stomach an hour visit, let alone live there for 6 years. And I could still see her in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock in my mind, just listening to the clock tick on the wall, staring up at the ceiling, and not able to do a damn thing. And that was it for me. I left that hospital that day and I said, my health is non-negotiable. And I'm just not going to let anything get in the way of me looking after me and my body and my mind and my spirit. Even when I had my son, I worked out my entire pregnancy, right up to the morning I went into labor. I worked out that morning for 90 minutes. I went into labor, and then 3 weeks later, I was back at the gym. Not because I have some stupid, sick obsession with working out, but just because my body and my mind are that important to me. So I know in my presentation, I talk a lot about pains and sicknesses and illness, and it's not a scare tactic. It's just how I feel. It's just what I believe to be the most important thing that you need to do to protect your body every single day from parking your car out in a field and letting it there to rust. And then you go to start the car one day, it's like, and you can't because it's rusted. And that's what your body feels like when it's neglected. You suffer from lower back pain. You suffer from upper back pain. You have sciatic nerve issues. You've got that long knee injury you've had forever, the shoulder pain, the neck pain, the constant migraines, being diabetic, having Alzheimer's. All of these things can be prevented. And that's my passion for you. The great side effect is that you lose weight in the process. But that's why I don't promote this as a fitness and nutrition program, because it's not. I want to help you heal your body at the root cause. I want to help you clean and cleanse out your body on a cellular level. And I know the stuff that I'm sharing with you now will be very mainstream in years to come. It's new science that's coming out right now where you're hearing things like fasted and intermittent fasted and ketosis and, your microbiome, and you're starting to hear these trendy words coming out. But more and more people need to understand them. And it's more than just jumping on the keto diet, because so many people I've talked to don't understand the keto diet. You need to understand, first of all, what ketosis is and how it serves you. And then not be on some diet that you're following on Pinterest because the recipes look inviting. You need to just understand what ketosis is and then figure out how to manipulate that to your benefit, because your body was designed to be in ketosis multiple times throughout the year. There's a reason why we have a phrase feast or famine. And your body was designed to go through cycles of feasts and famine. And you need to understand how and why that is and how to give that gift back to your body. That is a gift to your body. For you to have gone through periods of a fasted state, because there are so many chemical reactions and hormonal reactions that are happening in a fasted state that are anti-aging, where growth hormone is massively produced, and it's there to help keep your body strong as you age. And there's so much hormone regulation while you're going through times of fasted periods where your insulin levels drop and so on. So you need to understand these things. And then if you are dealing with things like being a diabetic, either 1 or 2, you need to understand how that's going to affect you and your health and how to use it or not use it, as to whether it's safe for you or not. Okay, and we go through those things throughout the program. So those are my before and after pictures. So that is me, okay? So what usually stands in the way of you being able to get this done for yourself, okay? A lot of people go ahead and say, it's fine, I can do it on my own. And some people can't. Luckily for me, I am one of those people. And just so you know, you have a genetic code in your body that will determine just how interested you are in being fit. And some people have the luck of the draw where they are super motivated to be healthy and fit. And the rankings of how they rate that genetic code in your body is either low or normal, or above average, or ultra. Okay, and that's how they rate that code. I had my own DNA test done, and I'm ultra. So I have no problem with discipline for wanting to work out and wanting to stay healthy, but not everybody had that luck of the draw. Does that mean you have the option to back out and stay on the couch because you genetically you're not motivated to be active? Absolutely not. It just makes it a little harder for you. And we give you every single tool that you need in order to make sure that you have that nudge, that accountability, that motivation, and the easy access to fitness to make it so much easier for you. Okay, so often time is a huge problem for people, and it's probably the pinnacle. Next to money and time are the two biggest reasons why people don't make their health non-negotiable. And I know that you rush in the morning, you got to get up, you got to get the kids to school, you got to drive to work, you got to deal with work, you got to get all that stuff done, you got to race home, get the kids from school, get them to do homework, rush them out to soccer, do the whole soccer thing, taxi mom here, taxi mom there, get everybody back, get them back to bed, get into their, put them down, put them in their sleep routine. Then you got to attack the dishes, do the laundry, do that stuff that you didn't finish up at work, and then maybe you're calling into bed around 10, 11 o'clock at night, only to wake up at 6 o'clock the next day to do it all over again. And on the weekends, you got a baptism, you got a christening, you've got a graduation, you've got to go to that person's house. Every Monday, every Sunday night, we're at our parents' house. You've got Costco, you got to mow the lawn, you got to do, right? I get it. I do. And some of that stuff is super important to pay attention to right now. And some of it won't mean crap in 6 months from now. And we need to understand what are the priorities here. And how. If you can't fit in 5 hours a week somehow for you to look after your body, you don't have a life. And even that in itself has got to change. Money is a big one. Now, I'm a huge believer in investment of oneself. So I've invested over $100,000 in my own education for health, fitness, and nutrition. And I also have invested pretty much the same money in knowledge for running my business and understanding how to operate my business. So I am one who will invest money, even as a single mom who has to pay all the bills. I believe that money is its priority. I believe that we vote with our dollars as to what is important to us and what is the priority in our life. And everyone has that decision. And we all decide, right? When you look through your monthly expenditures, you go through and you decide, well, what had to be spent on this or that, and what could have been spent on your health. And spending on your health doesn't actually require that much money. In fact, once you understand everything that I would want to teach you through my program, you'll see how I save you thousands of dollars in products that you don't need, that you should never even buy in the first place. Your grocery cart will dramatically change. Your bathroom products will dramatically change. Your household products will dramatically change, and you won't buy any of that stuff. And I'm going to show you how to use 2 or 3 things around the house that'll save everything, and we'll do all of that for you. Now, just to be clear, I don't sell products, okay? I don't sell supplements. I don't try to sell you any gimmicky things. I give you all the education you need. I point you in a few directions of things that I use, and then from there, you make every decision you want to decide where you're going to buy your things that you might want or need for food or nutrition or hygienic problems or products or what have you. But I'm not out to try to sell you anything, okay? You should know that. So we have responsibilities, we have low self-esteem, we lack motivation, and there is that crazy confusion of what to do. There is so much out there on the internet. We just don't know which way to follow. Do I listen to him or do I listen to her? There's a study that supports both sides of everything, and there's a reason for that. Because we are billions of people on the planet, and you need to understand every body is different. So you have to understand your body and how it works, and then you're going to know how to feed it and how to keep it active, okay? Lots of fad diets out there, wonky information, gimmicks, point systems, running around in circles, expensive supplements. And as I said to you, for me, it's all about education. It was the education that I did for myself with university courses. I have over 37 certifications, conferences, workshops, books, podcasts, articles. I don't read anything from a magazine. And I suggest that you don't read anything from a magazine. They're far too focused on what headline they can put for you to buy the magazine. So you want to read from scientific websites, PubMed and the like, okay, if you're looking to do your research. And I go into all sorts of directions and resources to share with you as to where you can get really good, accurate information and get through all the noise and the crap that is just hype, okay? And I do offer you that information through my course. So the best thing for you is that you get to learn everything the easy way, because I spent all the time already doing everything the hard way. Okay, since being a trainer over the last 10 years, I have gone through each of the different fad diets and trendy things and this product and that and isogenics and this shake and Shakeology and 21 Day Fix and all these different programs and things. And I have studied them and learned from them, and I have taken out things that were good and took out stuff that was bad and put everything in together. And I put everything together in a clear and concise way for you to understand what is the best good information for you to be able to use to get the right results for you in the fastest way possible. So I took all that heavy lifting out of your way, and I was finally able to create a program that you can digest this information easily. And it's broken down into bit by bit by bit, little tiny baby steps along the way, so you don't feel this crazy overwhelmment. And believe me, in this industry, you can feel overwhelmed very quickly. Okay, so I teach you a little bit about how your body works. You step back and you figure out what you liked, what you didn't like. And then a couple of days later, you meet with your accountability coach and you figure out how to put what you liked into your own schedule. Okay, and I've tried to create different types of programs in the past, and I've done it multiple different times as I started to learn and understand how the body works. And I have finally come up with a solution that works, because 80% of my people do not go anywhere after going through my program. Oh, cool. I want to show you this video.
Good morning to everyone. I did the challenge 3.0. It was the best decision for me. I am so happy with everything that I've learned. It really is one of the best things I can honestly say that I've ever done. I'm so happy that I've signed on for the next year and get to be part of this wonderful community.
And I finally decided to click that button and go ahead with the challenge. So far, very excited that I did. With all your videos and the Facebook page, it looks very inspiring.
Because of this amazing journey I've taken, today I hit 100 pounds lost total from my beginning of my journey. And it's thanks to Sherry and to all of you. And even in the really tough times, which it's been really tough, I'm the most mentally clear I've ever been.
Everybody that's been in this group has achieved what they've wanted to and more, and gotten so much out of this program.
You're going to have an amazing time. You're going to learn so much about your body, so much about what the right fuel is to fuel your body, and you're going to come out with a brand new frame of mind about a whole bunch of things.
The classes were amazing, but your awesome vibe was what kept me going.
If you are got questions, or you're not sure about something, or you feel down one day, people have been through it all, so they know how to help, or help to motivate you. High five with a butt slap, Sherry would say, and we'll see you maybe in the studio or online or whatever. See you later, guys.
So that's my studio that you're going to find actually in my house. But you'll find here that everything we're doing now is 100% virtual. So we have opened this up to go well outside my local community. And all we do right now is sign up people on a virtual scale. And I'm going to tell you very quickly how people love the virtual aspect because there's no running to and from the gym. There's no getting up, packing your bag, driving there, getting into the locker, doing your workout, going, showering, driving all the way back home, blah, blah, blah. Like, you have saved so much time on the virtual, and you get just as much interaction, if not more. Anyways, I'll get into that later, but yes, people are loving the virtual aspect. So we can all relate, right? Because we've all struggled along this path. So we rely on each other for that little bit of support and motivation, and I certainly help you get through to the answers a lot quicker than what I had to do to figure them all out. Okay, so as I said, just like you, I tried all the trends, I tried all the diets, I tried all the gyms, I tried all the paper programs, I tried all the articles and gimmicks and pills and supplements and shakes, and I did all that work, and I found out what works and what doesn't. And ultimately, it's just the science of how the body works and not some gimmick that you buy for like 25 bucks or whatever. Okay, so let's dive deep into some of the important things that you're going to want to know today. So if you did see my ad on Facebook, you'll see that we talked about what are those top 3 secrets. Number 1 being that trendy diet plans fail you, and you don't fail them. Okay, the most important thing for you to understand is the way that we've been taught about fitness and nutrition for the last 40 years or so is just not accurate. It's just not the way how the body works. And I dive deep into teaching you about metabolism so that you understand that the eat less, move more movement is not accurate for how your body works, because your body is constantly looking for a state of homeostasis. Okay, and it's not about counting calories and macro charts and all of those things. Your body is just looking to always adapt to its environment. And if you start to restrict calories and you start to move your body more, your body it's confused. It's okay, so we're eating less, but we're moving more, so I better slow down my metabolism in order to adapt to that environment, because your body was designed to survive. Your body was designed to survive in the world under any circumstance. And we go really deep into how your metabolism works so that you really truly understand it beyond just an eat less, move more catchphrase. Okay? And the counting of the calories and the scale and the measuring and the macro pie charts and all that stuff is 50 years old, but we are a species that is tens of thousands years old. We've been on the earth for a very long time, and somehow we've been able to fuel and nourish our bodies extremely well to the fact that we are still a part of the earth and thriving and monopolize the earth. And we still have our teeth. Even though we didn't have crest for tens of thousands of years, our teeth still work. Okay, so understanding the chemicals and things that are in products like Crest or Colgate or whatever that's damaging the inside of your mouth, damaging the inside of your body, that are causing some of these hormonal imbalances. You need to understand some of these things so that you can learn how to do those small changes to adapt, okay? The problem with the point system is that they don't teach you how the body works. They just teach you how you can buy more of their products that fit within the point system. If you had an apple today, it was X points. If you had this bag of chips, it was X points. So long as you stay within this range of point systems, you're going to lose weight. And that could be not any more false, especially given the products that they recommend that are littered with corn and wheat and soy and preservatives and chemicals and all of the vegetable oils and things that are causing all of these hormonal imbalances in your body. Because so long, we've only been worrying about the calories. Oh, the calories. The calories don't mean crap. You need the right calories. And obviously, your calories should match your resting metabolic rate and thereabouts of your activity level. And you need to understand how this works, because following a point system is short term. How do I know that? Because even if you're in here saying, I went to Weight Watchers and I lost 25 pounds and I believe that that program worked for me. If it did, what are you doing here? And why did you put all the weight back on again? I had a client who came to me and said, I went to see this dietitian and she made this 1,400 calorie diet for me and it worked really, really well and I lost 40 pounds. And man, all I want to do is just get back onto that diet because I've gained all the weight back again. And I said to her, darling, you're here speaking to me because that program didn't work. I've maintained my weight for 18 years because I learned how my body works and how my body reacts to certain foods. And it's a lifestyle that does not require a piece of paper to follow. It's here and it's here. I have a set of standards and I have a set of foundational beliefs that I believe to be true about my body and how it works. And I don't need to count calories. I don't need to stand on the scale. I don't need to measure my food. I need to just listen to my body because I feed it with the right fuels that grow from the ground, that don't have a label. And I eat good quality organic meats that are not filled with corn, soy, wheat, and chemicals and antibiotics and growth hormones and estrogens and all sorts of things that are dirtying up our cattle for our protein source. Once you understand that and your body's being fueled the right way, it speaks to you and you can actually hear it. But when your body is filled with the processed foods and the dirty meat, you can't hear it. You're too busy being bogged down by the low energy that you have, or the pains that you have, or your body has become adjusted to, operating on a certain way, but the crazy chemical imbalances that are occurring are stopping you from having proper brain functionalities, proper gut health, and for you to actually feel like you're 21 years old again. And I'm 43 at the time of this taping, and I feel like I'm 21. Because I have insane energy, I have awesome mental clarity, I operate at my peak performance, and I feel amazing all the time. My depression or anxiety is minimal. I might go through 1 or 2 days every quarter where I think it's just normal with your menstrual cycle and so on. It wouldn't be normal if you never felt sad. And yes, I feel sad some days, but I don't suffer from depression or panic attacks anywhere near like I used to when I was fueling my body with dirty food. And then you're feeling crazy menstrual symptoms, you've got crazy migraines, you're lethargic, you're sleeping heavy in long periods of time, all the time, you're always tired, always hard to wake up, hard to fall asleep, waking up in the middle of the night. All those things are just as a result of having a bad hormone balance, okay? You shouldn't have to buy expensive supplements that are not real food, that are crazy expensive and cannot be sustained for a long period of time. And it's not real. It's not a real food. It doesn't grow from the ground. Mother Nature gave us all of these amazing foods for a reason. And if you eat naturally and healthfully from the ground, you don't need to spend money on all these expensive products. Understanding, as I said to you before, that the idea of understanding what ketosis is and not following the trendy diet of, oh yeah, everyone's talking about IF these days, intermittent fasting. Everybody's talking about being keto. And the problem is people go and they go on these keto diets and they follow like a keto plan that is way too much fat into their body. And you just don't understand what this means. And you need to understand how all this stuff works in order for you to be clarity. Like your body will tell you when it's hungry, when it's not hungry, when it's filled with the right foods. And you won't overeat naturally because your hormones of leptin and ghrelin are balanced. Okay. So secret number 2 is how to get your mojo back, never being brainwashed again. So I talked to you a little bit already about food labels and the nastiness that's hiding behind some of these food labels, and understanding how big commercial companies have mastered the art of marketing to you. So what you're reading on the labels may or may not be 100% accurate. And the marketing on the top, where they've mastered the font, the colors, even the shade of colors, where it's positioned on the shelving for you to select from, using buzz trendy words, and they've squeezed out every opportunity to use anything they can to market, because they got one goal, and that's to sell you. And the government has got this second best goal, and that's to collect the sales tax. Okay, and their motivation is sales. The government is not protecting you. If it did, it would make sugar illegal. It would make fructose illegal. It would make all of these GMOs and nonsense. There's a huge argument on GMO, and I can't get into that now. But one way or another, this is a tampered food made by man that are disrupting the proteins within the seeds, and it's disrupting the way how we digest these foods. And like I said, it's a huge debate, and I can't go into it now. It's too much time. But it's not in our best interest to follow things on packages and labels. You need to really understand what's going into your body. And if you can't understand anything on that label, or there's elements on that label that you don't understand, put it back. Okay? Once you understand the chemical disruptions that's happening to your body with vegetable oils, and knowing that pretty much every single restaurant that you go into is going to use some form of vegetable oil, and how that disrupts the triggering in your brain of the synapses between two neurons and the way how your body connects and communicates with each other, you need to understand the damage of these vegetable oils and what they're doing to your body. And they're found everywhere. They're on all of the products that you're eating. When you go to the grocery store and all the aisles, they all have vegetable oils in them. Restaurants have vegetable oils in them, most processed foods. So you need to understand what you're putting in your body when you do that. So I do go into depth on leaky gut, on the microbiome, on what's happening with your second brain. Your gut is known as your second brain, and you need to understand what is the cause of leaky gut and why that is so important to understand, because you are not getting the proper absorption of nutrients. But more importantly, the connection between your gut and your brain causes major panic attacks, anxiety, depression, Alzheimer's, dementia, ADHD, autism. All of these things can be dramatically impacted about the state of your gut. So understanding how to nourish your proper gut bacteria, understanding how to eliminate bad bacteria, candida and growth and yeast and issues, how to solve your Crohn's disease, your IBS, your ulcer colitis, anything that's going on within your gut. This is the grand central station of the health and the status of your body. How your immune system is, how your hormones regulate, your metabolism, how your brain functions. This is like the pinnacle area. And then, of course, understanding the impacts of stress and sleep and how that impacts your gut, and vice versa, how your gut is going to impact your ability to manage stress. You need to understand your friends are your bacteria in your gut, and I go into great detail to teach you how to fix this. Okay? Oh, cool. Let's talk to Michelle.
So when you started to get involved in the program, was there anything that you were experiencing that you didn't even know you would find, like you didn't expect to find here?
I knew that you were going to give me a lot of information about nutrition. What I didn't know is that what I thought was healthy and the way I was eating, what I had always learned was the way you should eat was completely wrong for my body. I remember I showed you and Mara, I had really bad eczema all over my hands and my arms, and you said, cut out dairy and you'll see. And 2 weeks later, my skin had cleared up.
Is it still like that?
I have, it's a little bit right now due to stress, but it's mostly, but much better than
less. Yeah. Okay.
And I had always been active doing cardio. What I didn't realize, and I always said, oh, I don't need to lift weights. I didn't realize how strong I could be. That first day, I couldn't do a push-up. Now I'm doing 100 push-ups a day, every day.
Awesome. Oh, yes, the importance of weight training, which is exactly what we're going to talk about right now. Okay, so you are going to say goodbye to the shame and the guilt that you have, and you're going to turn your body into a fat-burning machine. So for sure, you can turn your body into a fat-burning machine and say goodbye to those big box gyms cardio equipment. So many times I've seen women go into the fitness studio, go into the gym. They go around, they bounce around on the machines for a little while. They watch whatever program, they go for 30 minutes and they go home. And sadly, you could be spending your time a lot more wisely in the gym by lifting weights. You've probably heard by now that the more muscle you have, the higher your metabolism is going to be in order to sustain that muscle. Okay, so your body has to burn more calories just to sustain that extra muscle that you have in your body. And for sure, we go at length to explain to you the difference between weight training and cardio training, the benefits of each. And you know, our classes that we have virtually online are very in depth when it comes to weight training and HIIT training and yoga and meditation and boot camps and all sorts of things like that. But learning how to turn your body into a fat burning machine can absolutely happen once you understand how the body works. just doing really great diversified training program that includes some endurance. It includes some parasympathetic nervous system work like meditation and yoga and stretching, and doing a little bit of weight training and getting that nice blend in is going to help you to really have an amazing fitness activities and strong, fit, healthy body. Okay. You're hearing the buzzwords about fasting and everything right now, and some of it can be very scary, and it scares a lot of people, and people don't understand this because ever since the day we were born, we've had, you know, food shoved down our throats every 2 or 3 hours or so. But what people forget is for tens of thousands of years, we went through periods of feast and famine. It was very cyclical and very normal to go for hours or days or even weeks sometimes without food. In no way is this any kind of a starvation concept. You're not depriving yourself of any kind of calories. There's nothing unhealthy about fasting. We for sure go into great detail so that you understand how that works and what is suitable and best for you in your conditions, in your lifestyle. Fasting is simply the definition of a period of time between 2 meals. That's all that fasting means. So whether that be 2 hours or 22 hours or 22 days, that's entirely in your control and into what you feel is appropriate for you. Okay, and we give you clarity on how that works and how that turns your body into a fat burning machine, because it absolutely does. Okay, understanding the impacts of stress on the body, how you've got these crazy physiological responses to stress and how that impacts your weight gain, your mental clarity, your moods, your immune system, your sex drive, your motivation to do anything. Stress is the root cause of the majority of disease. If you don't learn how to manage your stress, you will be sick in some form. Okay, you need to understand how to manage stress. Stress was once our friend, and it was built to help you survive in the world. And today, just the way that our life is structured with so much notifications and digital and email and Facebook and social media and everything, and all the demands and the time and the running around and the jobs and the husbands and the kids and the cars, and you got to fix this. Our bodies were not designed to live in the world that we have structured today. And it takes thousands of years for your DNA to mutate and to adjust to an environment. We are thousands of years behind the way our bodies can adapt healthfully to the hustle and bustle of what's going on in our world today. So understanding that and understanding the importance of sleep, so many people sacrifice sleep for the grind or sacrifice sleep for the hustle. And it is imperative for the health of your body, for the reparation and the repair of your body, for you to have between 6, 7, 8 hours sleep. 6 is the bare minimum. 7 to 8 hours is best. There are a few people genetically who just do not require that same time for repair. Genetically, you could be in that category where you just don't need that repair time. But the majority of people really do. And they sacrifice sleep far beyond their understanding of the damage it's doing to their body. Oh, cool. Let's talk to Krista.
All the amazing things that they could find in this program and why you would recommend it, and specifically your results as a result of joining, what would that 30 seconds conversation look like?
I'd be say I want you to jump in. That would be the first thing. That your life is going to change for the better. You're going to meet amazing women. You're going to make fantastic friends. With time, you'll see the changes in yourself physically. You're going to see the changes mentally and emotionally first, I would say. Physically after. For me personally, when I started with you after the babies, I was 195 pounds. Oh. And just this morning, I was 160.
Oh my God! Oh my God, that's 35 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh, how incredible.
Yeah, insane. So, and I mean, I see family members see me and they're like, where did you go? Like, you know, but they're like, you look happy and you look fit. You don't just look like you're, you know, not that I'm ever going to be a size 2,
but you know, you look happy, you look fit, and you look strong, which is
Amazing.
Yay, Krista! Krista actually ended up losing 40 pounds by the time of this video recording, so she is getting ripped. She's a therapist, and she's also another gal who decided to jump in and get our training for our coaches program. So you may just have Krista as a coach. So let's talk about what might stand in your way right now of deciding of jumping into this program. Okay, so often I know you lack time. I know you lack time. You're running around from here, there, and everywhere. I want to be able to offer you that support that you will have enough time to be able to do this. As I said to you before, if you cannot figure out about 5 hours out of your week on how you can just spend some time to learn about how your body works and do a couple of fitness classes a week, you need to restructure your life, right? There needs to be a restructuring going on because you absolutely must make time for you. You have to make your health non-negotiable. I can't express to you enough the importance of making sure that you protect your only asset that you were ever given. Look after the house that you live in, right? I can't give you a magic pill for motivation, but I can tell you I'm not at all motivated to pay my mortgage. Not even a little bit. I would rather go on a cruise every single month than pay for my mortgage. But if I don't pay my mortgage, they're going to take my house away. And if you don't invest the time and the motivation to get into your body to look after it, your body is going to deteriorate. So it's just not an option. I have solved the problem when it comes to the confusion on how to fuel your body. I teach you how your body works so that you know the right foods that are best for you and your body based on your genetics, your hormone imbalances, medications that you might be on, the stressful lifestyle you might be leading, what's going on with your family, any medical issues or injuries that you might have. We help you figure that out one meal at a time, and we remove all that confusion you might be experiencing. We give you crazy total accountability, and in just a minute or two, I'm going to tell you how that we do that. And I know that so many people, they take pause before joining in on a program because they're so afraid of failing. They're so afraid of that commitment and then failing it. And that the pain of feeling that failure is too scary. And let me just tell you that on my program, you cannot fail. You cannot fail. And in a second, I'm going to tell you why, but it's impossible for you to fail here. Okay, so I know that you've tried so many other programs before in the past and still don't have the answers that you want because all of them have glazed over any of the root information and just tried to give you this point system, these supplements, these meal plans that are generic and are not adapted for your body, and they tell you all of these different things that aren't you. It aren't you. And until you sit down with yourself and figure out some of this stuff for how your body works, you're going to do that hamster wheel again and again. But we guide you through one step at a time, one baby step at a time. So I know that you can do it. Okay, you can. And all of my testimonials, if at any time you want to go through my Facebook wall, you're going to see testimony after video, after text, after photo, after before and after pictures, like they're all there. So go check it out. And the last reason a lot of people feel they're worried that their families will not adapt to the lifestyle. The one thing I can tell you for sure is that we have a lot of family-friendly recipes that will adapt to your lifestyle. We have a thriving community for you guys to bounce ideas off each other for those picky eaters in your life. And I have time and time again another testimonial that says, my husband jumped on board just a few weeks after I jumped in when he started to see the crazy results I was receiving. The family will follow you. Trust me on that. The family will follow you once they see your energy's changing, your mood enhancing. Your personality of who you are is going to be brighter and lighter and better and smarter and stronger. And they are naturally going to gravitate towards that. They're going to want to be involved. And I cannot tell you the testimonials that I have of families that jump right in behind the mothers that start this. Now, what if you had to dramatically change your lifestyle overnight? Something tragically happened to something or somebody in your life, and overnight you had to do a shift. You had to switch. You had to switch the way that you worked your hours. You had to switch the way that you lived your life. But you would become very, very resourceful because you had made that decision at that time. So is this your time to become very resourceful? Is this the time that you're going to grab a hold of your life and say, it's time for me now? Are you going to put yourself in that rescue survival mode? Are you there? Are you in that state where you really need a change? Because if you got that call in the middle of the night and the next thing you knew, your life had been permanently changed forever, you would have to adapt. And you need to understand if you're in that space right now. I made my health non-negotiable 18 years ago because I did not want to spend my life peeing my pants for 20 years. My grandfather had Parkinson's, so I know genetically I might be inclined to develop that illness, and he peed his pants for 20 years. I do not want that to happen to me. So I decided to make a life shift 18 years ago, and I have made myself non-negotiable all this time. I have fought and tried and studied and learned and tried and picked things up and changed this and altered that and switched this and tweaked that for 18 years to continuously keep my body strong, filled with muscle, and mentally sound. And if you watch my motivational videos, you'll see I have a sink or swim mentality, and I am here and designed to motivate and inspire you to do the same thing. I literally made that contract with myself 18 years ago. I said those words, Sherry, your health is non-negotiable. And it's been something I've said for the last 18 years. And I woke up one day and I'm like, why isn't my course called Your Health is Non-Negotiable? Because that's the essence of everything that I feel. It's not some buzz trendy thing I tried to come up with for this course or for my book. It's how I feel. It's the contract I made to myself 18 years ago, okay? As I said to you, the motivation may or may not be there. It's not really a choice. It's not a choice. You may think it is, and you may choose not to do anything about it, but it's not an option if you want that fit and healthy lifestyle. We're not talking aesthetics at all. We're talking about this working. Your immune system being strong so you can fight off disease. Your sex drive being up so you can have a beautiful sex life. Your motivation to want to go and crush it at work so you have a powerful career. Whatever is important for you. Your peak performance is designed by the way how you fuel and move your body. If you want to operate at your peak performance every single day, then every single day you need to invest that little bit of time into looking after this bag of bones that you're dragging around with you. You're never going to feel like it. You won't wake up one day and go, poof, oh, I'm so motivated to make my health non-negotiable today. Let's go. If you're not there now, we need to do chemical shifts in your body. We need to ignite those hormones. Every single message and thing that you're feeling in your body is a hormone that talks to you. If you're feeling mad, happy, sad, lethargic, if you're hungry, not hungry, if you're horny, if you're lazy, if it doesn't matter, they're all hormones in your body that dictate your current mood. And you have the power to turn them on or off. You can keep your happy switch on. And you can keep your mad, aggravated, frustrated at a dull minimal. You have the control to learn how to control your body and your mind and master it, and how to make sure that your hormones are functioning in a way that you control them and they're not controlling you. But I'm going to tell you, there is never a good time. Life is always happening and life will always get in the way. And it's really important for you to understand that. So what if you had 100% knowledge of how your body works so that everything seemed very, very easy? What if you could do those small, gradual, smart choices in your body that were just doable, instinctual and doable, and you didn't have to follow a plan whatsoever? And as I said, you cannot fail this program. You can't. I know you might be feeling a little confused right now. You might be like, oh, okay, that's like so much information. And you're like, okay, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in your head right now. So let me see if I can alleviate that just a little bit. This is my 6-week total transformation program. So let me explain to you how it works so we can find out if this is the right place for you. So when you get inside, you're like, yes, Sherry, I'm in. What are you going to get? First, you're going to get my online course. So we offer live masterminds every Monday night to teach all of this content live. And every week we go over a very specific topic, but you will get also the full recordings that are on our membership site. So you can watch the mastermind from the night before, or you can watch pre-recorded videos at any time if you can't attend the live stuff. But that stuff there is there to support you and listen to and relearn, and the resources, the recommendations, the product recommendations, all of my fitness trainings and the pre-recorded things, all of my motivational podcasts, like the website is loaded with stuff to help you. Okay, so that's a little bit about what my website looks like. And you'll see that all down that aisle on the left side, there's like just a truckload of stuff to be able to help you make your health non-negotiable. You get an amazing supportive community, which is where most of our people live. This is the essence, this is the magic sauce of our program, because these are real people going through all of this the same way as you are. And it's not just a Facebook group. We have standards, we have things that are important for us, and we strive at keeping it positive and light and happy and connected with powerful, like-minded people who are there to bring you up, not down. Things like gossip and negative comments, and it's not tolerated. You're there to make your health non-negotiable, and these women are there to do this alongside with you the entire step of the way. Here is a little peek of what our online classes look like. So this is a vision of what I see while I'm training you. And I can see how and fix your corrections there by saying elbows in, don't arch your back, make sure you pick up your bum, you know, shoulders back, chest out. Like this is how I'm able to see you working out. And in that middle square at the top, that's my studio. And you see people working outside with you in my studio alongside with you. Our accountability coaches are there for you every Thursday night for your Thursday night meetings with them, so that you can take the information that you learned on the mastermind on Monday night and you can work with your coach to help you finesse everything that you've learned. So you meet with me on Monday night and I teach you, and you meet with your accountability coach, who is not me, on Thursday nights, and you go over and you tweak how you're going to input everything that you want to learn. Okay, and then the masterminds with me on Monday nights, as I say. And that's just me talking way in the mastermind, okay? So let's move on here. Here's our, I wanted to show you that. Hold on just a second. I did that before. Okay. This is our outdoor community. So you'll see we had our celebration night here. We have information sessions. We do stuff where we're working outside. That's when we went snowshoeing up here. It's Canada, so we get winter here occasionally. So we were snowshoeing that day. We have running groups. So in every community where we are, we always have one gal who's in charge of their outdoor group. And that's how you're going to be able to connect with people in your community who are part of our group, for you to run with them, for you to do Spartan races with them, for you to just go for walks if you want to get together with them. We have these outdoor community things scheduled all the time. Okay, so we want to take things outside the virtual aspect from time to time and have you connecting with real people face to face to make some really awesome friends. Okay, so although we're 100% a virtual online course, we have a lot of community activities to do with you. And you have an amazing supportive team, including my son in that picture, who are here to support you. Between the coaches and our Texical gal and all of the people in our group, we're here to support you every single step of the way. So here is another, that's Nancy's testimonial. So as I showed you her picture before, huge victory for me. Back in September, I weighed a little over 300 pounds. By November, I managed to get myself in the 200s. I knew the hundreds would be far. Well, 10 days ago, I hit the 199 mark and I'm super excited and proud of my accomplishments. I will no longer see the 200s or 300s on the scale because I have made my health non-negotiable. Anastasia says, I wanted to share with you my great news. I finally got my family on board with my food. Even kids. No more pizza and cereal for us. Almost 3 weeks, minus 10 pounds, full of energy, and I'm happy that these results have changed my thinking. Amanda says, thank you, Sherry Thacker, for an amazing, awesome class last night, for transmitting your energy and attitude to keep us going. New goal, sweaty hair, don't care. My life is non-negotiable. Lynn says, I got into bed fully prepared to cancel this class at 6 a.m. I had convinced myself I was tired and needed a break. Did the class anyways and feel amazing. It's a beautiful sunny day and my muffin top over my jeans definitely shrinking. What more could a girl ask for? Thanks for the motivational speak last night, Sherry. Happy Friday. And this gal, I just snagged this off of our group just now. She just finished her transformation of 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, I am down 17 pounds and 30 inches, feeling very happy and looking forward to the next challenge. Special thank you to my coach, Jennifer, my flame buddy, Sabrina, and Sherry Thacker. You're truly an angel. Also, thank you to all the ladies in the group. You have inspired me at this point to the challenge. Let's keep going. And my favorite one is always doctor testimonials. This 6-week transformation challenge is so much more than just a weight loss. It's about getting in shape physically and mentally. After my doctor appointment, the week the nutritionist went over I am eating, as she always does, and exclaimed, wow, you have really changed what you're eating and eating so much healthier. Win number 1. My doctor made a comment that my resting heart rate had changed from and gone down. My resting rate used to be in the high 90s and now it's in the low 70s. And I said, it must be because I'm working out. And his comment was, it definitely is, after looking at her muscular arms, because she's totally jacked now. That's win number 2. Thank you. I can't thank you enough to Sherry and the coaches for attacking me and giving me all the support and encouragement. So super cool with Melinda. So can you take this program? Is this program right for you if you're breastfeeding? Yes. If you're pregnant? Yes. If you're injured? Yes. If you have chronic pain? Yes. If you're diabetic? Yes. If you are suffering from a chronic illness? Yes. If you're going on vacation? Yes. If you're traveling for business? Yes. If you have allergies? Yes. If you're vegan? Yes. If you're colorblind? Yes. If you still like the Smurfs? Yes. If you're still a skeptic? Yes. You can still join the program. Yes to any of those things. Okay, I promise you that no matter what physical condition you might be in right now, the education that I'm sharing with you is so powerful. You just need to learn it, okay? So let's talk about what you're going to get. So as I said to you, I have spent over $100,000 on all of my education to get me to where I am today. And I've been able to condense that $100,000 education right down into a very valuable $3,000. Okay, so in this 6-week transformation course, you're going to get an in-depth look at fasting, inflammation, gut health, sleep, stress, detox, and cleanse. You're going to go through that entire program so that you understand how your body works. Okay, you're going to get weekly access to me. I'm a personal trainer, I'm a massage therapist, and a nutritionist. And if you were to meet with me like my clients used to, they used to pay me anywhere between $600 to $1,000 a month just for any one of those services. Okay, I'm extremely well educated and my value is high as a trainer and as a nutritionist. So you will get direct contact with me every Monday nights in the masterminds. I'm very present in the groups and I teach classes as well. You also have a certified personal accountability coach, and she's there for you every single day. You're going to be sending your pictures of food so she can help you determine what's going on with what and how you're eating. She's going to hold you accountable to your workouts to make sure that you're showing up for 3 workouts a week. You can ask her questions. You can give her as many text messages as you want. She is there as your 24/7 support outside of the hours that she's sleeping. Okay, so she's there for you, and you have your coaches meetings on Thursday nights. So if you really want to sit down and have a real conversation with somebody, she is there for you for that. Okay, you can finally say goodbye to all these trendy things that don't work. Okay, I know you've bought tons of books and you step on the scale every 5 minutes and you've tried shakes and you've tried pills and you've tried plans and diet ideas and DVDs and things, and unless someone is holding you accountable, unless you have the motivation, unless you understand what you're doing, all of this stuff is money, unfortunately, that you've spent that's been flushed down the drain. Why? Because it's still not working for you. Otherwise, you would still not be watching this program, right? So we want to make sure that your accountability coach is there to help you every step of the way. So let's just see what else I can give you. Okay, I know there's other tools I can give you, and I want to give you my live interactive virtual classes. Okay, so in those classes, I see you, you see me. I'm going to call you out when you take that extra long water break or when you're lying on the ground just a little bit too long. I'm going to make sure that you finish the workout because I'm going to ask you why you left early. You can't just turn off the DVD and stop doing it. I will hold you accountable for you to do your workouts, okay? And I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you good form. I'm going to motivate you to lift heavy and get stronger and build your endurance every single time I see you. Okay, so those live interactive virtual classes are a game changer. Okay, it's saving you tons of time going to and from a gym. You don't have to go and feel like you're embarrassed inside a gym or feel intimidated in these big box gyms that have these big muscly guys walking around. You can do everything in the privacy on your own home and still get the accountability of me watching you and making sure you're doing the form, okay? What else do you need? Well, I have recently wrote a book that's called Your Health is Non-Negotiable, Your 6-Week Guide to Total Transformation. So although we're still in the processes of right now being able to get that book published, it's completely written and it's sent out to our editor and we'll be having it published within just a couple of months, maybe 1 or 2 months. I do have the PDF download available for you, which I will give to you in this course. So everything that we talk about in the 6-week guide, you have an entire book that you can have at your disposal if you are somebody who likes to just sit down and read, okay? I've also created your 6-week cookbook. So in the week where we talk about fasting, I'm going to show you the recipes that you need to understand ketosis and try to get your body into a state of ketosis for the short term while we clean and detoxify your body from the sugars and vegetable oils. When it's time to reduce your inflammation, I'm going to share with you recipes that are going to help you to reduce the inflammation in your body. When we get to gut health, I'm going to show you the foods that you can eat to properly nourish your gut and keep your microbiome healthy with live cultures and pre and probiotic fruits. Okay, and so on and so forth. So I've created a 6-week guide cookbook that is not just giving you 300 recipes for you to choose from. It's a very distinct concept for you to follow so it doesn't feel so abstract. So you've got somewhere to start. And of course, you have my 6-week fitness program. So I've given you just a full PDF of all of the programs that I teach in the online course. So if you can't make a live workout and you have to access one of my recorded workouts, you've got the program there right in front of you that you can pick out. Okay, so your Health is Non-Negotiable bundle will soon be available as a published book that you'll be able to find on Amazon or in bookstores. But for now, you're going to be able to get the PDF versions of these. What else can I give you? I can't let you go on without your cape, right? You need your non-negotiable clothes. So I'm going to share with you and give to you your t-shirt. And somewhere along the way, I am constantly giving out more swag as incentives and rewards for your achievements. So all those girls in a tank top won those tank tops for something that they did inside the program that made them earn it. Okay, so you get your shirt for free. And at some point during your 6 weeks, you'll have done something to have earned yourself a tank top. And I have other things like bottles and towels and things that I love to give away as incentives to keep you guys going and motivated. Okay, so you're going to get some non-negotiable swag. And now, you know I'm not going to charge you $5,000 for this program, right? So you can take a breath. If all this program did for you in the 42 days was give you a clear understanding of how the body worked and destroyed any confusion that you would have for all of your future health goals, would it be worth it to you? Would it be worth it? If you just had clarity, do you think that joining this program would be worth the investment of your time? If all this program did for you in 42 days was give you that kickstart, that motivation that you needed just to get the gears going again so that you could go here for the 6 weeks and then go off on your own and kill it and crush it to make your health non-negotiable, Would it be worth it to you at that time? Okay, would this program be worth it to you? What if this program, if all of it did would help you to understand how to remove the inflammation in your body, how to remove the aches and pains and joint pains and itises and the stomachs and the anxiety, and what if we were able to solve some of the issues that you're experiencing from the root cause? Would that be worth it to you? What if we removed those pains that you were feeling every single day? Like, to me, that's like 10x, right? That's like, hell yeah, it's important. What if all this program did for you in 42 days was to make you stronger and faster and more energized and smarter and motivated to be active with your family and to be motivated to take your career to the next level? What if all that program did was that? How would you feel in 42 days if you had lost some weight, you feel stronger, you feel active, you feel energized, you feel motivated, you've got the kickstart you need to go on the way you don't have now? This is where I was telling you that my program cannot fail. You cannot fail it. Okay, the only way you fail it is if you sign up today and you do nothing tomorrow. And that, unfortunately, is beyond my control. I just don't have that control in you. But if you come in and you work and you do the 42 days, I promise you that you will get amazing results, because if nothing else comes, you're going to be stronger, faster, smarter, more energized, happier. As you've seen in the testimonials, you know, skin cleaning, hair better, nails better, everything, okay? So what if all this program did for you in 42 days was to hold you accountable to transforming your goals in a supportive community where you met all sorts of really cool new people? As you saw from some of the testimonials, they were saying, you know, regardless of the program, I've made friends for life in here. Friends who are like-minded, they're healthy thinking, they're not into drama or politics or being negative or being catty, or they are good, positive, happy, healthy people, and I love to surround myself around them. If all this program did was that, would it be worth it to you? What if we were able to dramatically reduce your stress and improve your sleep so that you got good, solid nights of sleep and you learned how to manage your stress so that you weren't constantly feeling like your body was buzzing all the time? Would it be worth it for you to join the program if it weren't be for that? So I had two choices when I came up with the pricing of this program. I could make it that $99 program that you see on all of the fitness and nutrition sites, where they give you a program, they give you a meal plan, they give you a bunch of other bundly things, and they're like, okay, go and make your, go and have a great workout. Or I could fill my program with the resources and the accountability and the motivation and the inspiration that you need, where you have that direct contact with me, with my coaches, with my community, where you have amazing resources to make sure that you thrive. You have instructors who are there teaching your classes live. There's a tremendous amount of resources here between understanding how to hack your schedule, how to use essential oils, how to completely revitalize all the products that you're using. The list is so long of all the value that you're going to soon see inside my program. You're going to understand why we're charging the rate that we are, because we are massively over-delivering on what your expectations are. If you don't believe me, go on my wall and scan all my videos and see all the video testimonials. I've got well over 25 at the time of this taping, probably 10 times more by the time life goes on and someone else is watching this video down the road. You will see how we have massively over-delivered on your expectations. Okay, and there's one thing that I've learned, is that you will not invest your time or energy for very long in anything that you are not being held accountable for. You're not going to do it. You're going to be motivated for a week and you're going to drop off. And that goes the same thing for anything that you've ever done for free. You will always quit stuff you get for free, and you will not value it because you did not invest your time and energy in anything that you held yourself accountable by putting your money down on the table. And the more money you put down on the table, the more accountable you're going to be to this program. If you pay 20 bucks, you're going to put 20 bucks worth of investment of your time and energy in it. So the more stake you've put in the game, the more accountable that you're going to be. And that's when you start getting results like this. You start getting results like the people on this screen right now. And I've got hundreds of these. Hundreds. Okay, so you need to appreciate what's going on in here, because if you're looking to transform your life, this is where you're going to do it. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to charge you $5,800, but that is the true value of this program. You need to understand that. You need to understand the amount of resources that have gone in here to make this program what it is. Okay, so on my ads, I say that this program is for free. And it absolutely is, but not without you putting skin in the game, because I want you to be accountable to getting your results. So what are you going to do? You're going to put down a deposit of $497. On your first day, well, whenever you sign up, you're going to put down your deposit of $497. And then after you've gone through my program, what am I going to do? I'm going to refund that money back to you. I'm going to give it right back, assuming you go through my program, right? So you put the money down, you go through my program, I'm going to give you your money back. So let me explain to you how that works. So we want to hold you accountable to your success, because I want to make sure that I'm giving back your refund to people who got results here. You can't just show up and then go home and get your refund. You need to have results, and I'm holding you accountable to that. So we're going to set realistic goals that are attainable, but they're also a bit of a challenge. It's called Sherry's Challenge for a reason, because the goals that we set for you have got a challenge attached to them. You've got to work hard to get them, but you will be able to get them. And I've got walls of testimonials showing you that people are getting those results in here. You have to send your daily pictures of your foods to your coach so that they can help you stay accountable to your nutrition. Okay, and if you don't send the picture of the chocolate bar that you ate, you're only depriving yourself, because she's there to help inspire and motivate you, and we want you to get success. I want to give you your money back. We will hold you accountable to 3 workouts a week. Okay, we want you showing up and getting your bodies stronger. And then when you have the success and you got the results, I want you to share your testimonial on your wall. We are holding you 100% accountable to getting the results that you want, because your results are our results. When you get amazing results, it's a win-win for us, because when you post the testimonial on your wall, you're going to attract 10 more people to want to sign up for my program. Maybe that's even one of the reasons why you're here. You saw one of my testimonials, so like, I want in too. Let me in too. So if I have your testimonial and I've written you back a check, I'm happy, because I know that you've attracted more clients into my program and I get to serve more people. I have a mission to serve 2,500 women within the next 12 months. That's my mission and my goal. Okay, so after the 6 weeks, because you know this is a long time journey. So after the 6 weeks, if you decide, okay, I got everything I needed, I want to leave your program, thank you very much, can I have my money back? I will write you your check. I will absolutely write you your check. You're going to get your $497 refund. See you later, goodbye, assuming that you went through my program and you meet the criteria of that checklist. Okay, we want to hold you accountable, and I want that testimonial at the end. I'm not going to put all this time and energy into something and you don't get results. If you show up, you come in and you put your time and energy into it and you get the results that proves that my program works, here's your check back. If you show up and a week later, you're like, I keep your money. Okay? If you decide to stay, your deposit is put towards your annual membership here with us, and it starts as of the last day of your challenge. So when you go through and you decide to sign up for the annual membership, okay, you will go through that and you'll start as of the day of your last day of challenge. So you end up getting those 6 weeks for free, and your membership starts at the end, and you do your year round from that point. Okay, so at the end of the day, if you decide and you're like, okay, well, what happens? You end up paying like $100 a month in order to be here. if you decide to take advantage of my webinar promotion. So I have a webinar promotion that if you decide to join up for your annual membership, I'm going to share that information with you. You're going to end up paying about $100 a month for your annual membership if you decide to come in. So all you got to do is text I want in to 514-927-2522. And as of that point, we're going to sign you up and get you going. And then you're in. And I remind you that 80% of my challengers sign up for a year because they all want in. They all got amazing results and they're here to stay. And that's why I'm not worried about writing you a check for $497. If you want it back and you've earned it, boom, you've got it. But I know you're going to want to stay because you're going to feel amazing. So as I said, if you decide to sign up for the annual membership by the time the 6 weeks is over, you're going to be paying about $100 a month. Okay? So let's recap. If you decide to sign up, you're going to get your 6-week transformation course. You're going to get access to me every Monday night at the masterminds. You're going to get your own personal accountability coach. You're going to get unlimited classes that you can do up to 30 classes a week. And you have all my recorded classes. You have the programs. You have all of that stuff. You have your non-negotiable health bundle. So you're going to get my book that I wrote, your 6-week guide to total transformation. You're going to get the cookbook and all the fitness programs. And you're going to get your own swag. So you have your magic cape so that you can go along with the rest of us and make your health non-negotiable. Okay, so all you got to do is put down your deposit of $497. You're going to text me 514-927-2522 and you're going to sign up. And when you do, we're going to get you in there and you're going to start making your health non-negotiable. Okay, so at this point, you have two options. Your first option, do nothing. Do nothing, change nothing, and keep living your life the way it is now. Sit on the sidelines a little longer and continue to watch all the challenges go by as you see these amazing results starting to happen within my community. Or, like every other successful person, they take action. If you have decided that you're ready to make your health non-negotiable, if you decided that I'm the right person to take you there, and if you decided that the 6-week Total Transformation Challenge is the one that is right for you, you sign up now and you get your life back now. You take action. There is nothing to think about. You need to understand the decision you're making now is the same one you're going to make on Wednesday. Do I do it? Do I not? Back and forth. I'm not sure. Am I the person to lead you down the path? Are you ready to make your health non-negotiable? Is this the place where you know you're going to get it done? Yes or no? If it's yes, text I want in 514-927-2522. If it's yes, text I want in 514-927-2522. Now, for the first 50 people watching this webinar who decide that they're ready to take action now, I'm going to give you a special bonus. It's valued at $125. We have workshops all throughout the year that are always being offered to our peeps. We have Hack Your Schedule. We have Easy Essential Oils. We have Revitalize with Feng Shui. We have Transformation Meditations, Hack Your Body series, where we go even deeper into the science of how your body works. We have all these amazing workshops, and you get to pick one of them for free. And you will have full access to that workshop, and you'll be able to go and participate live when it happens. Text I want in 514-927-2522. Are you ready to make your health non-negotiable? That's what I want to know.
Good morning to everyone. I did the challenge 3.0. It was the best decision for me. I am so happy with everything that I learned. It really is one of the best things I can honestly say that I've ever done. I'm so happy that I've signed on for the next year and get to be part of this wonderful community.
And I finally decided to click that button and go ahead with the challenge. So far, very excited that I did. With all your videos and the Facebook page, it looks very inspiring.
Because of this amazing journey I've taken, today I hit 100 pounds lost total from my beginning of my journey. And it's thanks to Sherry and to all of you. And even in the really tough times, which it's been really tough, I'm the most mentally clear I've ever been.
Everybody that's been in this group has achieved what they've wanted to and more, and gotten so much out of this program.
You're gonna have an amazing time. You're gonna learn so much about your body, so much about what the right fuel is to fuel your body, and you're gonna come out with a brand new frame of mind about a whole bunch of things.
The classes were amazing, but your awesome vibe was what kept me going.
If you have got questions or you're not sure about something or you feel down one day, people have been through it all, so they know how to help or, help to motivate you. High five with a butt slap, Sherry would say, and we'll see you maybe in the studio or online or whatever. See you later, guys.
All right, guys, I want you to text I want in to 514-927-2522 because I know you're ready to make your health non-negotiable. I know you're ready to take control. And just in case there's anyone who's a little bit nervous, a little bit skeptical, I'm going to give you a 24-hour full money-back guarantee so you can feel better about signing up, going in, looking at all my stuff. You can look at all the membership page. You can look at all of the Facebook page. I'm going to introduce you. You can have a good look around. You can look at the videos. You can look at the cookbooks. You can look at all the things just to see if this is right for you. And if you're not feeling comfortable, I'm going to give you your money back. And I give you 24 hours only because I want you to take action. I want you to go in there and spend that time to have a really good look around to see if it's for you or not. Okay, so I will give you your money back in that 24 hours if you decide this is not the right place to you. All right, guys, high five with the butt slap. I thank you so much for joining me here today. I really hope I was able to help you inspire and understand if this was the right place for you to be. I just want to bring my video up because I want to say, mwah! Thank you for watching. I appreciate your patience. I know it's a little long, so thank you for watching here, and I hope you're able to make the decision that you need to make your health non-negotiable today. High five with the butt slap. Go on now. Bye.